the webinar. Go ahead and get started here. First of all, hopefully everybody had a really nice Memorial Day weekend, and I do appreciate everybody taking the time to go ahead and attend this webinar and get all this important information for spring break as well as fall break and everything too. So just so you guys know, today we have a very, very full webinar. We have about 50 people that are attending this. We have both Ohio State and Miami of Ohio both present with this webinar. Since you guys have very similar packages that you guys are going to be doing, figure get everybody on one so you guys are all on the same page. So basically what we're going to go over today, real quickly, I'm going to go over who is Xtreme Trips. I'm sure you guys have heard of us. I know Miami and Ohio State, you guys have traveled with us in the past too, so I'll go over that very quick. I'll go over the different packages. I'll go over fall break very quick, but mainly focus on Puerto Vallarta. I'm also going to go over what you guys need to do as representatives and basically the next steps from here on out. I'll go over the sign-up process, and then at the very end, I'm going to hold a Q&A session so you guys can ask questions. A little bit about me real quickly. I've been working with Xtreme since 2009. I've had 3 years experience as the Puerto Vallarta destination manager. I've also ran programs pretty much every major spring break destination: Cancun, Dominican Republic, Bahamas, Florida, and I'll actually be out there with you guys as well too. So, real quickly, a little bit about Xtreme Trips. Right now, we're the largest student travel company in the United States. We do everything from spring break, fall break in Vegas. We do ski trips, formals. We do football road trips. We just did a big, huge trip to the Rose Bowl last year for Wisconsin versus Stanford. That was a lot of fun. And we travel approximately 20,000 students per year. So we traveled well over 100,000 students in 2002. We're founded over 150 different college campuses, and we have over 500 reps that are working for us. A little history about us. Like I said, we were founded in 2002. We've been growing significantly every year since then. But just last year, we combined with another company that was based out of Columbus called College Travel Experts, which, I'm sure over at Miami, and Ohio State too, you guys definitely have heard of CTE. They were, as of last year, the largest travel company that was in PV, aside from Xtreme Trips. So the fact that two powerhouse companies combined together, we now offer all these different trips. So like I said, we do everything from spring break, fall break, van travel, ski trips, formals, and much, much more. Xtreme Trips, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We have the highest travel agent accreditations possible. We're licensed, bonded, we're insured for over $3 million in liability insurance, and our management has over 35 years of experience putting all these together. So basically what that means is we're not some fly-by-night travel company, which, as we all know, there are plenty of those out there. So you guys are getting the real deal when you're out there. As far as destinations go, Puerto Vallarta by far is our #1 spring break destination. Every year we'll have groups that want to go other places, Dominican Republic, Cancun, the Bahamas, or people that want to stay local, meaning Panama City Beach or Fort Lauderdale. We did Ultra last year as well too. And then for our other trips, like I said, our big one is fall break, which I'm actually going to get into right now. So a little bit about fall break. Fall break is strictly a senior trip. So those who are seniors definitely consider doing this. Also juniors that are over 21. Anybody under 21 can really do this trip. Last year we had approximately 750 people that went out there, mostly Michigan, Miami, Ohio. We had Indiana, Syracuse, BU, as well as I think Northeastern was our other school too. We're expanding it to a lot of other schools that have also shown interest in it. Ohio State, Miami, Florida, George Washington, Notre Dame, and we've gotten a lot of really good feedback about this trip. Basically what it is it's October 11th to the 14th, so it's a 3-night stay, and we headquarter our fall break trip at the Palms Hotel. Palms is a great hotel. We work with them every single year. Probably the best thing about it is that they're very student-friendly. They were the host of MTV, their spring break the last couple of years. I don't know if you guys have seen The Real World, but the big Playboy penthouse suite, that's the Palms Hotel. It's 4-star, awesome, beautiful hotel. It's got great pools, great service, great restaurants. And all those things kind of add up to the reason that we do want to make that our fall break headquarters. So the entire package itself, you guys get a 3-night stay. You get the airport transfer, so we pick you up at the airport, take you to the hotel. And then probably where you guys get the most value on this trip is that you're never going to have to pay cover ever to go into any of the parties. We do 2 different pool parties. Most likely it's going to be Cow Beach and Wet Republic, which are the 2 top beach parties in all of Vegas. You guys get free entry into that. And then we're going to be doing 3 nightclub parties as well, too. So just to give you an idea as far as nightclubs go, last year we used Cow, Lavo, and Marquee Nightclub where we had Martin Solveig play. We bring very big name talent, so obviously the trip's going to be larger this year, so you could expect that on an even larger scale. And then, of course, we include all of the taxes and fees and everything like that in with it. A little side note, I don't know if you guys have ever been out to Vegas before, but especially for guys, you're waiting in usually a 2-hour-long line just to get into a big club that's in Vegas, and then the covers are rolling covers. So if you get there really early, meaning about 10 o'clock, you're probably paying anywhere from $20 to $40 to get on in. If you're getting there at a normal time, usually right around midnight or a little bit later when all of the clubs really get going, you're probably paying upwards of $60 to $80 depending on what DJ plays. So you guys get a tremendous value by booking the fall break schedule. Plus, all of the other students that are out there are all going to be on your guys' schedule too. So, for example, one day during the day, we'll probably be over at Wet Republic, and then we'll go to a club right after that, maybe Tao, for example. So you're going to be with all of the people in the entire program. If you guys want to do this, we're going to start sign-ups for this a little bit later in the summer. So talk to your group, see if this is something you guys are interested in, and then you guys can do it. Pricing on it, if you want to do our flights, it'll be $769. If you guys want to choose your own flights, and the reason we do this is because a lot of people have miles and points and things like that they want to use towards their flight. You could do the hotel-only package or the land-only package, which is $369. So either way, you guys should definitely consider it if this is something you guys want to do. The deposit for that's only $50, and then you guys have until September to pay that off. So that's just one thing to kind of keep on your radar, and I'll certainly send you guys more info on that later on. So, the big trip that everybody's really expressed interest in is obviously Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for spring break. So that's kind of what we're really going to focus on during this webinar. A little bit about PV. It's located on the west coast of Mexico. Flight time from a city like Chicago, it's probably just about 4 hours. It's not like flying all the way over to the west coast. It is a little bit southern. It's just under Texas if you look at it. So as far as safety goes, this is always something that comes up. And, anytime somebody hears Mexico, they think of what they see on CNN or Fox News, and that it's, you're seeing a beheading and things like that. The most important thing to know is that that's not happening anywhere near Puerto Vallarta. That's happening over 900 miles away. I'd say even more than that, over 1,000 miles away, in the border cities, Juarez, Tijuana, so on and so forth. Believe it or not, TripAdvisor's rated Puerto Vallarta as the #1 Mexico destination. There's this company called Thomas Dale Associates. They're an international threat assessment company. They went into Puerto Vallarta, literally went through the hospitals, the police station, the resorts, all of the excursions, everything like that, and they gave PV the highest level of safety, I guess you could say, the highest accreditation possible of all international destinations. U.S. News recently ranked PV as one of the top 25 destinations in the world. And then, just so you know, as far as the, State Department, they're, yearly they release travel warnings. There's no warning for Puerto Vallarta. So, when you're telling parents and things like that, these are all great facts to, relay on to them. The other thing, too, is I have over 25 pages and links of safety information that you guys can relay on to, your parents and anybody that would be concerned about the trip. So. Why go with Xtreme, and most importantly, why go to Puerto Vallarta? The thing about Puerto Vallarta is it's the only exclusive spring break program pretty much in any destination, okay? And basically what that means, when we say exclusive, that means that we control everything. If you guys have ever been to, Panama City Beach or Cancun or Miami, for example, nothing's exclusive. You guys book a hotel. Yeah, they have some parties and things like that going on, but it's full of locals and randoms, and basically somebody else controls everything that goes on over there, okay? When we do it, we have full control over everything. So we do the entire resort. We do all of the nightclubs. We do all of the transfers. We do all of the pregame parties. We do all of the pool parties. We do all of the villa parties. So we're not leaving it up to these other people that could very well screw things up and screw up your guys' time while you're out there. We also work with the Vallarta. This is our headquarters hotel, okay? This is where everything that you guys have seen in that I'm Schnacked video, that's where it all happens. That's where you guys are going to want to be during your spring break. There's no other hotel anywhere on spring break, and like I said, I've run every other destination, which is exclusively rented out by a spring break company, and they can throw wild parties there. There's nothing like that. You guys, when you're out there, and actually I think it's on the next slide, I'm going to show you all of the other schools that you guys are going to be with out there. Another thing, why to go with Xtreme while we're out there is that we have an exclusive contract with the Mandela Group. That doesn't mean anything to you guys right now, but basically what that means is that PV's probably got, the next best nightlife to something like Vegas or Miami. There's one company that essentially owns every big nightclub, every top nightclub in PV, and we have an exclusive contract with them, the Mandela Group. That means we're the only company, the only spring break company that's allowed to use those nightclubs out there. So that means you guys are getting the best clubs on the best nights only with us. So obviously a very important thing is who are you guys going to be partying with while you're out there. Now Ohio State, you guys go the week of March 8th. You guys have a very packed week. You guys probably have our busiest week. So you guys are going to be out there with Arizona State, VU, Central Michigan, East Carolina, FSU, George Washington. Penn State, I'll tell you right now, is probably going to have 600 to 700 people out there. Buffalo, Syracuse, Notre Dame, UPenn, Rhode Island, Virginia, Pittsburgh, West Virginia. Just about all of those schools have already started signing up as well, too. So Ohio State especially, since you guys are going on such a packed week, that's part of the reason that we're getting started a little bit earlier, getting sign-ups and getting rooms and everything like that reserved, as opposed to later on. I know you guys are used to signing up a little bit later in the fall, but I'll tell you right now, the Vallarta, where you guys want to be in PV, will be the first hotel sold out. And, the other hotels are great and all, but you guys want to be exactly where the party is. Miami, you guys do go a little bit later this year. That's not a bad thing. You guys are going with a lot of West Coast schools. Good thing about when you go with West Coast schools, they all go to places like PV, I could tell you right now, a place like Cancun, Bahamas, Miami, they're going to be dead that week. And actually, that's going to be the week of Ultra as well, too, which apparently tickets like $600 now. All of those places aren't going to be, very, very busy as far as spring break goes. So you guys are going to be out there like UC Berkeley, Boise State, Illinois had 300 people last year, Miami, Florida, Mizzou, Washington, Colorado, Oregon. So you guys are going on a very good week as well, too. All right, so kind of getting into the resort a little bit. This is the Vallarta. This is our headquarters hotel. It's rated 4 stars. It has over 250 rooms and suites as well as condos. It's got 4 pools. 3 of those pools have swim-up bars in them, and it's exclusive only to Xtreme Trips travelers. Just as last year, the Vallarta, it was completely remodeled. It was completely done in 2012. So every single room had the new remodel, which means flat screen TVs, brand new comfort bedding, brand new fixtures. Just overall, it's a much, much nicer resort. It's even nice enough where TripAdvisor ranked it. It gave it the Certificate of Excellence for 2012 just after all the remodels are done. The resort itself, it's full all-inclusive, so it includes all of your meals, all of your alcohol. Your meals run from 7 o'clock in the morning to 11 p.m. Your alcohol runs from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's got 4 different dining options, so it includes 2 different buffets, an a la carte sit-down restaurant, as well as a snack bar too, good kind of drinking food, hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, things like that. We also have we have 2 different budget-friendly resorts. The first one is a 5-minute walk away. It's called the Flamingo Vallarta. Okay, it's just your standard run-of-the-house hotel. It's got a nice pool area. The rooms are clean. It's a great place just to crash when you guys at night. With both the hotels, including the second hotel that I'm going to get into, the important thing to know is that if you guys want to go over to the Vallarta and attend all of the daytime parties, as well as get the full all-inclusive, so that means all of your meals, all of your alcohol, you guys could do that. And you guys would purchase what's called our day pass package. It's $200, And you guys get access to all of the daytime parties. You get to hang with everybody at the Lamar, and you guys get the full all-inclusive too. Those day passes are only open to Xtreme travelers, so you'd have to be staying at one of our other hotels in order to buy those passes. Both of our other hotels, including the Flamingo and this next one, the Vallarta, both of those are within a 5-minute walk of the Lamar, and then they're both very student-friendly too. So they'll allow you guys to throw parties, stay up late, make some noise, things like that. You're not going to have people banging on your door. Vallarta is a little bit more of an upgraded center between the Flamingo and the Vallarta, and this is something we just recently launched basically as of last week. So I'm going to have pricing on the Vallarta a little bit later if you guys are seriously interested in it. But at the end of the day, hands down, I'd probably lean a little bit more towards the Lamar. If you guys are looking on the very high end into getting a private villa, basically what these are mansions that overlook the bay in Puerto Vallarta. They come with your own maid, your own butler, your own bartender. These things start at about $2,100, and then you guys can add on as much as you want from that. So if you guys want, private driving service where they pick you guys up in bulletproof Suburbans and take you around, you guys can add that in. If you guys want to throw a party there, get a DJ up there, get unlimited alcohol, you guys can all do that. You guys will arrange that with your house manager. If you guys are interested in doing these mansions, please let me know because we do have very good variety. Now that you're starting early, but once people kind of get into the season, fall rolls around, I can guarantee you the best party villas, those are going to be taken, and everybody's going to be throwing parties at those, and it's going to make yours kind of look like crap. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely get on that very early. Let me know, and then I can start sending you a couple different options. A lot of people ask about the excursions and things like that. PB's got amazing excursions. You're surrounded by mountains. So you could do ATV tours, zipline adventures, private yacht. We had groups last year that had, a fraternity and sorority would get together, have dinner out on the yacht. You can go fishing. It's got some of the best fishing in the world. And then, of course, the booze cruise, though, is really popular as well, too. So you guys could also do that. As I mentioned, the real reason everybody likes staying over at the Lamar is because it's got the biggest pool parties, easily anywhere in PV, but probably in Mexico. We have a stage that's set up. We have celebrities that's out there. We have DJs. Just as last year, we had Chuck Hollywood, the host of MTV Spring Break. He was our MC, and then we had a guest host, Don Mazzetti. I'm sure you guys know him from all of the YouTube videos. He was out there as well, too. He actually did a couple Xtreme videos as well. We have a stage, we have all of our sponsors out there, we have beer tents, we have shot tents, we have contests, we have giveaways. Lamar is definitely the place where you guys want to be during the day. As far as pre-gaming and everything goes, everybody pops over to Send Your Frogs. Usually hit that up before you guys go out to the clubs at night. And then, the real reason everybody loves PV, basically opposed to any other destination out there, is the nightlife is second to none. It's home of Xtreme. Xtreme by far is the #1 nightclub in all of PV. We have our celebrity DJs that play there. And then with our party package, you guys are guaranteed at least 2 nights at Xtreme. Mandala Sky, another very popular nightclub too. It's a big open-air terrace. We have 2 DJs. We have a rooftop DJ. It's basically like a hotel lounge on the top up there. And then we have the big, huge, the big room standard DJ. This nightclub overlooks the bay. It's really neat at night. Sometimes we'll do fireworks and things like that. And then we have Collage. Collage is the largest nightclub in the west coast of Mexico. It holds over 2,500 people. It's got over 100 VIP tables. And some of our biggest DJs, we host them over at Collage as well, too, since it is a very big nightclub. If you guys have ever been to Cancun, it's about the same size as the city in Cancun. It's actually owned by the same person as the city. And, it's a lot like that. So we'll do at least 1 night at Collage as well. Now, all of those are available with the Xtreme Trips Party Package. And I'm going to have a lot more details on this later on because we do have essentially a different DJ that performs every single night out there. This next year, we're going to be partnered with a very big promotional company, if you will, putting on a large music festival out in PV. We do it every single year. Every year it gets bigger and bigger. And this year, I can guarantee you it's going to be the biggest year yet on that. You guys have the option. Whichever one you choose, you get the VIP entry. But if you guys want, you guys can also upgrade on that to open bar every single night, so you guys literally don't have to pay for drinks while you're out there. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot more details once our DJ lineup and everything like that gets released a lot closer to the trip. I'll have pricing on that. You guys could probably expect just for the entry for the week right around $249, and then it's going to be about another $100 if you guys want to do the open bar on that. So when you consider that an average night cover is going to run you guys anywhere from $60 to $80 a night, that's going to basically get you guys almost like 2 nights for free out there. So it'll definitely save you guys a tremendous amount of money if you guys want to do that as opposed to paying just the regular cover. So again, something just to keep on your radar, but really don't need to worry about that just yet. All right, so as far as the trip inclusions, we're going to be obviously doing your round-trip flight. Unless you guys want to book your own flight, you can do that. We're going to be doing 5 or 7 night resort stay. I can tell you right now, if you want to stay at the Lamar, do that at 7 because the 5 and 7 nights are the exact same price. We do your round-trip airport transfers, so we pick you up at the airport, take you to the hotel. You guys get your pool party wristbands, so that means you can attend the pool parties every single day. If you're staying at the Lamar, if you're staying at one of the other 2 hotels or the villas, you guys want to make sure that you guys get the day passes for the daytime parties. You guys get a discount off the party package. When you guys arrive, just so you know, we give you guys a full orientation, tell you the do's, the don'ts, give you the schedule. And then we also obviously have 24-hour American staff that's on site, you know, making sure you guys are safe and taken care of when you're out there. And then, of course, all of your taxes, fees, gratuities, everything like that's going to be included. All right, so as far as pricing, you know, your guys' pricing is exactly the same on there. And just so you guys know, the way that we do the pricing is exactly like the way a Travelocity or an airline or a hotel or something like that does their pricing. The people that sign up earliest, they get the biggest discount off the price of the trip. Okay, so what you guys are going to notice, and I'm going to walk you through this, so I'm going to point that out so you guys are very clear. The people that sign up are going to see a ticker. When you sign up, it's going to tell you you have X number of packages available at this price. So once those packages get sold out and the hotel starts filling up and the flights and things like that start filling up, the price is obviously going to go up a little bit on that too. It's not going to jump anything extremely significant, but it does go up a little bit as the packages start filling up. So basically what that means is that if you guys want the lowest price, it's the people that sign up first. You guys are going to guarantee the lowest price. So, you know, you might have those people that are like, oh, you know, maybe we'll wait till September, October before we sign up. Well, cool, you can do that, but you're going to run the risk of pricing, A, being much more expensive than you originally thought, or B, the hotel could be completely sold out altogether, and then you're SOL, or you have to stay at one of the other hotels. So, as you can see on there, Lamar Vallarta, the headquarters hotel, for both schools, that's starting at $13.99, okay, for 7 nights. If you guys want to do Villa Vera, I'm going to have that pricing coming soon for you guys, so stay tuned. But we also have the Flamingo, too. That starts at $9.99. Keep in mind that that $9.99, you want to add on $200 onto that if you guys are going to do the all-inclusive passes. So that takes it to about $11.99 for that pricing. Then you have to decide, all right, for 2 less nights, 5 nights as opposed to 7, you know, should we spring for the extra $200 and maybe stay over at the Lamar and, you know, being right at the hotel that you guys want to stay at? That's definitely something that you guys want to consider on there. If you guys wanted to spring for one of the private villas, those start at $2,100 and include your taxes, gratuities, all of that good stuff. So, so that's something, you know, for you guys to definitely consider as well too on that. All right, so now what I'm going to do real quickly, like, is I am going to go over what you guys get as the representatives. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys have done this yet, or I believe most of you guys have, but if you haven't, this is something that you guys are going to want to do. I'm going to email you guys the representative agreement. This is the first thing that you guys are going to want to fill out, okay? So this right here is the rep agreement. You know, the most important thing that you guys are going to want to do, you know, put your name at the top. So I'll put in Matt, and then McLean. And then you guys are going to see right down below here. Okay, and this right here shows you exactly what you guys get. Now, the way that a lot of companies have done in the past, and the way that Xtreme did it in the past for reps, is that essentially if you get over 12 travelers, you get over 13 travelers, you quote-unquote get a half-off trip. If you get over 16 travelers, you quote-unquote get a free trip. What wasn't really relayed to the reps before is that that didn't include upgrades, that didn't include taxes, that didn't include fees. It was basically $1,000 off the trip, okay? So that wasn't really clear. And so what we want to do this year is we want everything to be perfectly clear for you guys so you guys understand exactly what you guys are getting. So you guys can look at the chart here. And the cool thing with this chart is that your discounts actually starting at 10 people as opposed to 13 people as it was before. Once you hit the 16 mark, you guys basically get about $1,000 off your trip. That didn't change at all. That was the same as before, you know, that quote-unquote free trip. The cool thing about it is that your discount keeps going long past that 16. And then if you look at it, essentially once you hit 25 people, you literally pay $0 on any for your trip. And that's probably the best part about it. So we're completely transparent on that, and you guys have the ability to actually go earn more off of your trip. So, you know, the magic number hits 25, but I can tell you right now, if you get over 16, and then anywhere starting even at 10 people, you guys are getting an awesome discount off the price of your trip. So, you know, with the agreement, obviously just go through. It's going to ask you to fill out some of the information on it, and you guys will just hit submit on it, okay? So you can see here it asks you for your information, you know, and then it asks for your signature on it. You know, the only thing that's on there is it has a non-compete. Basically what that means is you're not going to take all of your travelers' information, send them over to another spring break company and make some money off of it. Pretty sure that your travelers would be pretty pissed if you did that anyways. So basically what's going to happen is after you complete that, you guys are going to get a welcome email, okay? And this is exactly what it's going to look like. It's going to say, congratulations on joining the most exclusive travel company as an Xtreme Trips campus representative. And then it's going to give you 3 steps on there. First step, you guys are going to notice that it's going to have a link on there for you guys to click, okay? All of the reps have to complete this link. So you click on that link, and after you click on that link, it's going to bring you to the Xtreme Trips webpage, okay? The webpage looks exactly like if a traveler went on to go deposit, you know, and sign up for the trip, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go onto the webpage, and it's going to ask you to sign up for the trip. Now, the cool thing about when you're a rep is that you don't have to put down a deposit. You don't even have to pull out your credit card because you can sign up for the trip without paying anything. But the important thing why you want to sign up for the trip now is because nobody else can sign up until you do it. It won't even create your group until you sign up, okay? So you need literally to be the first person to do it, so you might as well get it done now in order to just take advantage of that. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and click the Puerto Vallarta link, and then you guys are going to notice at the top of the page, it's going to say Overview, Experience, Nightlife. If you guys want to do a little bit more, look at pictures, things like that, you can click on those. But the important thing is up here at the top, you mouse over Book Now, and you just click Book Now, okay? It's going to ask you again, down here at the bottom, which one you want to sign up for. Obviously, Puerto Vallarta. Click that. And it should take just a few minutes. And it's going a little bit slow today because we're obviously using up the internet feed for this webinar too. So just bear with it. Okay. And I've got Indiana just open for right now. So then it's going to ask you to just confirm your email. So we'll put in Xtreme Trips, and then put in a cell phone number on there. Make sure you just confirm your school, enter your info, and then you're going to hit continue. This part is very important because it says, want to have an Xtreme experience. Get started by liking Xtreme Trips on Facebook. In order for you guys to get the biggest discount off the price of your trip, you have to like us on Facebook, okay? So whether you've already liked us before, just hit like again, and then you guys are going to have to go hit continue. Make sure you let people know that in order to get the lowest price, you have to like it on Facebook. Otherwise, it won't do it. So then you just hit continue. All right, and it's going to take you to this next page, and it's going to ask you what you want your experience to be, okay? Now, this pricing you're going to notice is completely different from, the pricing your guys' week, because it's obviously for Indiana. Where it says extremely discounted experience, that's the Flamingo. The affordable experience, that's the Villa Vera. Okay, where it says classic spring break experience and upgrade your experience, and then the ultimate experience. Those three are for the Vallarta. Okay, classic is just a standard room. Upgrade is a superior room where you guys get the balcony, you get a kitchenette area, you guys get a little living room area. They're awesome for pre-gaming. And then you guys can choose the ultimate experience. That is like getting a suite or getting one of the condos that's on the property. And then all the things below there, those are all the different villas that we have built. So you guys could also take a look at that. So just for fun, let's go ahead and select, say we want to do a superior room. We're going to go ahead and click upgrade your experience. Okay. All right, and so you can see up here it's got a premium double. It tells you, oh, okay, well, it's got 2 double beds, 1 couch, so you know the rooming layout of it. You can see over on the right it's got the different occupancies. And then the most important thing is what it says right here, okay? And that's your ticker. It says, hurry, only 16 packages remain at a $50 discount, okay? So basically what that means is that there's only 16 packages that brings it down to the $17.99 pricing. So if your group has 16 people in it, you guys all want to get the best price on it, you guys want to sign up now because any other group can go in there and start taking those prices. And you guys, will also be able to see too if a hotel or a specific room type is already sold out. So you guys will be able to see that, and then be able to kind of make that judgment, what you guys want to do with that. So you guys can see down here, the Premium King, for example, it says call for pricing availability. That means that's already sold out. So let's say just for sheer purposes, we're going to go with the Premium Double. So click on that, select room. Now it goes into travel details. Okay. First thing up there is it says number of nights. You could either choose 5 nights or you could do 7. Basically, it's the same price. 5 nights plus 2 nights free. That's pretty much a no-brainer. If you're not traveling with your school and you put down your school and you're actually traveling a different week, it just says, contact Xtreme Trips. Or if you want to fly out of a different city or book your own flight, it'll also allow you to do that as well too. So then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put in the your personal information. So go ahead and do that. Date of birth, we're going to select January 2nd of 1988. Gender male. Okay, now you guys are going to see down below here where it's going to say group name and Greek affiliation. Okay, and you can see for Indiana here, there's all of these group names that are listed. Okay, now your guys' group name is not going to be listed until you guys go through it. So what you're going to see right here is it says group not yet listed dash Indiana University. So it'll say it's dash Ohio State or dash Miami of Ohio. So we'll go ahead and click that. And then it's going to ask you whether you're independent or if you're in a fraternity. So let's just say I'm going to be in, let's just say occasional. Okay? So then I go down here, I put mom for my emergency contact, her phone number, and then you put in the medical conditions. Okay? Down here at the bottom, there's 2 different boxes that you have to complete. First one is going to be release of liability. So fill that out, claim. And then the next one is going to be the terms and conditions. And both those you can read over. I've obviously read them over just by clicking on the link and scrolling down with those, so you can read those over. All right. So I go ahead and I agree to the terms and conditions on there. Now, on the next page, you guys are going to notice it's the roommate section, okay? And if there's a room that's already made inside that group, it's going to have the people's names. So it'll say, let's just say Andrew G or something like that. And it'll have the different rooms that are available. So you guys can already join an existing room if you guys want to do that. If you guys want to go ahead and create your own room, or if you don't know your roommates yet, if you don't know your roommates, you could just hit continue. It'll take you onto the next page and put you basically out as a wild card. Okay. If you want to create your own room, you can list out your roommates and then put in their email and their phone number and things like that, and it'll automatically send them a reminder and a trip code to automatically join your room. So basically all you need to do is click that link or put in that trip code, and it'll take them directly to your room. So it'll bypass all of that information. So, we highly recommend doing it that way because it's a lot easier for people, and there's not guessing like, oh, well, did they sign up for this kind of room type, or did they sign up for the, which departure city or which number of nights. It'll fill all that in for you. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Let's just say for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on that. I don't know who I'm rooming with yet. It's going to take you to the next page, okay? And then it's going to take you to booking summary so you can review all of your information. It's going to show you guys a price on that. It also has traveler's insurance on there too. Traveler's insurance is required. Best thing about the traveler's insurance though is, God forbid, for some reason, before the trip you get sick, injured, you can't go on the trip, you have to cancel, you guys can get up to 100% of your money back. There's no other traveler's insurance plan for any spring break company that even comes close to that. Usually you end up losing out on something. It also covers you too for lost baggage. If your flight happens to get delayed and you miss a day, you can file and get money back on that. If, God forbid, something were to get stolen, your roommate takes something, or if you happen to break your arm, or anything that could happen on the trip, it covers you basically for everything. It's pretty much the best plan that's going to be out there. So it's a good thing that we do have that on there. All right. Then you guys can go read over. We have two different payment plans. You could do an auto deposit of $50, or you could do an auto deposit of $150. So it's your choice. It basically tells you exactly when all of the payments will be made on it. So I only wanted to $50. And then the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and click Book Now. Now I'm not going to do that, obviously, just because I don't need to. But then it's going to ask in the last page to put in your credit card information. If at any time you need to change your credit card, please call our office. We'll be happy to do that for you. And then you'll also obviously get an email confirmation on that as well too. So I know we went over a lot of information on that. It's obviously very important information. But what I want to do right now is I want to be able to go ahead and just kind of open up the, open up the thing to ask different questions. You guys are going to see on the right-hand side that a little box is going to open up. So if you guys have questions, feel free to go ahead and type those in right now, and I'll go ahead and just answer those live for you guys. And also, just so you guys know too, this webinar is being recorded in live time. I'm going to send everybody a link to this webinar so you guys can also go in and send it to your friends and show it to the other reps that may not have been able to attend and things like that. So you guys will all be filled in on the information. Okay, first thing, you made it clear that signing up will get you discounts off the price of the trip. When does this period end? Right now we're doing summer sign-ups. Those usually go until about August 31st, September 1st, right around that point in time. Basically what happens at that point in time is all the prices, regardless of where they're at, usually will jump up an additional $50 to $100. So, yes, it is a rolling deposit on that, but you guys want to make sure you get this taken care of earlier as opposed to later. And that's, the cool thing too, that we're already working with your guys' schools as opposed to some of the schools, later on that we typically work with at, September, October, November. They usually end up paying a higher price on it. So, you're going to be out there meeting other people and you're going to be like, whoa, I paid, $200 less than you guys did because we signed up a lot earlier. Next question, any idea of what DJs will be here today? I'm honestly not sure who's going to be there yet. All I know is, the company that we are working with, they do bring out some very, very big name talent. And then I know for a fact you guys will be very impressed with it. So as far as names, they usually don't start booking out this early, but I can promise you guys will be very happy with it when it does roll around. Okay, next thing is you just said this, but I missed it. After signing up, a review page pops up that says you're not done yet. Click to pay your deposit. Yes, you can just exit right out of that page at that time if you're a rep. If you're a general traveler, you do have to log in and put in your credit card information. So after you click book now, if you're a rep, you're safe to back out of that. Next question, would you be able to send us the link to officially sign up as reps? Yeah, what I'm going to do is when I send the recorded version, I'm going to get that to you guys within 24 hours. I'll actually try to get it to you as soon as possible on that. I will put in, not only the I'm Schmacked video, you guys should all watch that because that pretty much sums up your experience right there, but I'll also put in the, the process I'll send. Basically, I'll put in this whole PowerPoint presentation just so you guys can walk through it if you guys need to do it. And then I'll also put that link in there and everything you guys need. Okay, now that we're signed up, how do we get the page out for everyone else to sign up? Okay, that's a very good thing. Very good question, actually. What we're planning on doing is we're planning on opening up general traveler signups this Friday. Okay, so what that means is that all of the reps have to get their application taken care of, and then they have to go through the actual sign-up steps on there by this Friday. Okay, once you guys do that and all of your groups are listed, we'll open up the website, and then everybody else can go ahead and start signing up on there. So regular travelers, they won't be able to start signing up until about Friday, but as soon as it's up and running for them, and then all of the reps have already filled out and signed up, then we're good to go on that. So. Next question, if we want to upgrade to a suite, how do we do that? Very easy. Just when you guys see the different packages that's out there, one of them is going to go say it's going to be the ultimate spring break experience, the ultimate extreme experience, I believe, and then you guys can click the different types of suites that we have available in there. Okay, when I first signed up, I didn't like Xtreme on Facebook. But I just signed on and liked it. Will you guys recognize it? Yes, it will recognize it. And if at any point, too, there's a problem with pricing and everything like that on it, you can just show the office that you had originally signed up on it, and they'll take care of that for you. So, the liking on Facebook is a very important thing. It seems like kind of a minuscule detail, but in order to get that pricing, you have to take care of it. That's a very important thing. Another good question. Last year, my rep got bottle service at the clubs. Is there anything like that again this year? Yes, absolutely. If you guys absolutely crush it and get to about that 25-person mark, we take care of you guys and you're on site. That's probably what Xtreme's really known for as far as the reps go. Literally, you guys will have a name on the list. You guys walk right on in. You guys have a table already waiting for you. Bottles of your choice, whatever you guys want out there. We're very good at taking care of our reps and managers, making sure that you guys are happy out there. And, in years past, I've kind of handled a lot of the VIP personally. So it's kind of good, that the person that usually takes care of all that. So good questions, guys. What else do you guys have? Okay, a rep from Miami asked, says, Columbus is the departure city. Wouldn't it be better that we fly out of Dayton or Cincinnati? That's another really good question, too. The reason it says Columbus on there, just so you guys know, is that's for a tri-city. So that includes Columbus, Cincinnati, and Dayton. Those are 3 different departure cities on there. Odds are you guys will probably fly out of Cincinnati or Dayton. Just if, for some reason we're not able to get a flight out there, or if we have a charter flight for you guys, which, we rent out an entire airplane for you guys if we have big enough numbers, usually around 170. There's a small chance it may fly out of Columbus. And the same thing goes with Ohio State, too. You may have to go to Cincinnati or you may have to go to Dayton. Whether that'll happen, it's very unlikely. Usually you'll fly out of Columbus or you'll fly out of Cincy or Dayton if you're from Miami. But we do kind of keep that option open, so it's not like you guys are stuck with a really bad flight time, flying just to get out of your regular city. So. All right, these are some really good questions. I'll probably give you guys a couple extra seconds to get your last questions on out here. What else do you guys have? Oh, all right, last question. The group wants to do fall break. What's the deal with that? All right, well, basically I'll send you guys the info on fall break as well, too. We also have a video for that. I'll send you a one-pager on it. If you guys are very interested in it, I will go ahead and, basically tell you guys the next steps on it. What I would suggest doing is if you guys are going to do PV, take care of PV first. It's definitely a little bit more expensive than fall break. Get that done, get the deposit into that, and then over the summer we'll go ahead and start getting the deposits for fall break on it if you guys want to do that. So, all right, give you guys probably about 10 seconds if you guys want to get some last questions on here. All right, perfect, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to come on out. We definitely had a good following here for this. And, if anybody has any additional questions, feel free to let me know. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and, happy summer.